Well, shaking, folks, back with another reaction, back with some more Morrissey, and we're going back for another bonus tune included in the expanded folder for his 1988 album Viva Hate. Once again, big shout out to Seb. And we're going to listen to Hairdresser on Fire, a phrase which it sounds intense and painful. Admittedly, there's a bit of comedy there because it's so unexpected and such a wild title. So basically it feels a bit dangerous, a bit dark, but also a bit humorous, which seems like it's very much in Morrissey's lane. My understanding, given the metadata, is that it's the B-side for Suedehead, so yeah, curious to hear what story might be at play. It's hard to see how someone being on fire, described as their entire person on fire, it's hard to see how that turns out well for them, so let's find out. This is Hairdresser on Fire by Morrissey, the B-side for a single, the Suedehead single from his 1988 album, Viva Hate.
Here is London, giddy London, is it home of the free or war? Can you squeeze me into an empty page of your diary and psychologically save me? I've got faith in you. I sense the power in the fingers. Within an hour, the power could totally destroy me, or it could save my life. Here is London, home of the brash, outrageous and free. You are repressed, but you're remarkably dressed as real. And you're always busy, really busy, busy, busy. Hairdresser on fire, all around Sloane Square. And you're just so busy, 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 busy scissors. Hairdresser on fire.
The dismissive attitude to the claim of the person being busy is endlessly funny.
Was a client overcautious? He made you nervous, and when he said I'm gonna sue you, oh, I really felt for you. So can you squeeze me into an empty page of your diary and supernaturally change me, change me, change?
Write a different story than has actually happened.
Here in London, home of the brash, outrageous and free. You are repressed, but you're remarkably dressed as real. And you're always busy, really busy, busy clippers. Hairdresser on fire, all around Sloane Square. And you're just too busy to see me. Busy clippers. Hairdresser on fire.
A bit sharper guitar than I was expecting at that moment. I like it. And I like the double time. Oof. Well, it always gets to my point. I've come to accept that there are certain times where a fade-out ending, especially a more gradual one, can feel appropriate. But if, there's still drum flares going on and the guitar's still playing like that, I feel, maybe let it run a little bit. Either way, an amusing tune. It's interesting. I like, in one way, like it felt about the story of this other person writing in their diary in a way that could like either kill or save him, and it sounds like he's saying, make me supernatural, make me sound like I'm free and I'm this and I'm that, and even, an implication that, maybe it's not really like that, but if someone could just record his life in that way, it could, somehow like, make it seem better than it was. But then there seemed to be another layer there that I was not really picking up on, so I'm curious to hear what is at hand. But yeah, another one that had a bit of a Smiths feel, which again, I don't say in any way like critically, it's just that, some of the tunes that we went through on the album proper had less of a Smiths feel than I had expected going into the album. Admittedly, a couple maybe more in that lane, but this is one that very much felt like that. I did like when it went into the double time because it gave it a bit more of like a post-punk feel, which again, some of the early Smiths tunes, it's like that indie rock, but it had a bit of that post-punk edge, so it felt sort of, in that type of lane. But again, his vocals where he's doing that dismissive, like, oh, you're so busy, you're busy, it's like that taking that type of vocalization and then doing it in the Morrissey, sort of wavering melodic idiom is really funny to me. And then like near the end, he had a particularly long one that was just, again, it's like, it's cool vocal work, but it's also very funny because it's like he's doing a vocal sound type that you don't normally get as a like sung vocal. So yeah, really cool work. There's a number of bonus tunes in here, so lots more to go through. Definitely looking forward to it. And again, it was like the Hairdresser on Fire part is where like, I don't know, is that like metaphorical? Is he referring to either the person with the diary or himself? Like, someone who's on fire, and talked about like stylishly dressed and whatever, but then it was like, no, is that more literal? And it just felt like it was adjacent to the story of the diary. So yeah, I wasn't sure like how the title factored into what seemed like more of the bulk of the narrative. In any case, like I said, looking forward to hearing what people have to say. Shout out to those who've been here, since the Smiths journey and into the Morrissey solo journey. And once more, shout out to Seb for sharing the Morrissey stuff. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.